Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie Designs. Thought I would do a quick video of my haul. I decided to go shopping the other day. I was looking for a specific stamp, and of course, look what I came out with. Everything but what I was determined to find. So we're going to have some fun this morning. Going to explain a few things, and I'm going to show you a new magazine I got. So stick around. It's going to be a fun video, and I want to thank everybody for joining in, subscribing, commenting, giving me a thumbs up. It's really helping me a lot, and I appreciate you all. So the other day I went to Hobby Lobby, and I went in to see if I could find any Dinah Wakely stamps. And the bird stamps that I'm just going to move these to the side over here because they're still in their wrap and it's kind of shiny, and I don't want it to I don't want you to have to wear sunglasses when you watch this video. But I went online and I got these two Dinah Wakely stamps. I got these through Amazon. I think they have a pretty good variety. Now, Dinah Wakely also has a website that you can go to. These stamps run, I think on her site, they're about $25. And they're actually by Ranger Ink. And I don't like spending that amount of money on anything. In the crafting world, I always try to get things on sale. So I thought, well, I'm going to try Hobby Lobby. And of course, they did not have them. Then I thought I would try Michael's Crafts, which I went to yesterday. I had a couple appointments. I had to bring my girls. My Michael's Crafts, they have a little satellite store, and that's about 30 miles from me. And it's just literally around the corner where I take my doodles to get groomed. So I said, I'm going to stop in Michael's. They had absolutely nothing. So like I said, I had ordered these online, but I wanted to see if in the area, I may have to, when I take my car for service, that's an hour away. That's in Albany. And there's a large Michael's there. And I'm hoping that maybe they will have some of her stamps. But I have these little bird stamps, and I use them in one of my other videos showing the Starbucks coffee protectors for your hands, how to make pockets. This is a different set, and I think Amazon had these for $19. They're still pricey, but I just, I said to myself, is it a should or a must? It's neither one of those. But they just I really like these birds. These are called scribbly small birds. There's two different sizes. There's a larger bird and you get 4 stamps, and I wanted the smaller stamps. So these are the scribbly small birds, and you get 6. So I got those. I purchased those. And then these I thought were going to be a lot of fun to use in my books, or just to create some fun collage pages. And these are called sketched faces. And what I want to do with these is, after I use the stamp, the face stamp, I want to be able to use my German, my beautiful German stickers, either floral or most of them that I have are floral butterflies, and make, some nice designs as if their hair, was here. I want to be able to play with my watercolors with these. So I thought these would be a lot of fun to use as well. And these are nice stickers. They're really they're deep cuts. So I will use my VersaFine on these, because then that way, if I use the VersaFine, I can use my watercolors around these. So I also purchased those. So that's it for the Dinah Wakely. There's another set. There's a floral set that I want to get, but I may get that down the road, or I may wait to see if the price comes down on that. So when I was at Hobby Lobby, looking for the Dinah Wakely to see if they had those, they had a 40% off sale on Tim Holtz and on the Sizzix. So Hobby Lobby, as you know, they do not give you the 40% coupon any longer, but they will have their 40% sales. So I wait for those, and I just kind of hit it at the right time. So I said, well, I had some money left over in my Nellie and Ruth from my Etsy shop. So I said, what the heck? What am I going to do with that money? I don't want it to just sit there. So I grabbed 2 packages. This was $5.99, so it was 40% off the $5.99. So I grabbed 2 packages of these fun little pieces. And I wanted to show you these in case you saw them in your Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I know Joann Fabrics, they carry Tim Holtz, but I just thought these were really cute, and I just figured they'd come in really handy. These I do not have, but you can see all the fun little, and they're muted, they're vintagey. We've got some dragonflies, which would go really well with if you have, you know, fairy stickers, fairy postcards that you cut out. But these are all really, these would go really nice too with any type of Edith Holden paper. So there's lots of butterflies, and they come in all different sizes. So those are fun. And looks like you get, almost looks like you get 2 of everything. There's some geraniums. It's got some of the bugs. I have the Tim Holtz stamps like this, so those are fun. Yeah, I think you get 2 of everything. But the toadstools are really, I love this yellow. And then you get some other, what's this say? Enclosure. Another bug, little beetle style. Lots of beetles and bugs, and which are always fun if you do the specimen cards, the little specimen slides. Then you do get some other fun pieces to use. I like these because they aren't square. They have a nice little funky bottom to them. This has a fun little shape. Yeah, these are going to be fun to play with. And a lot of these would go really well if you get the boxes from Your Creative Studio. These would fit in really nicely with some of the papers that you're sent to make tags. Yeah, these are fun. These will all come in very handy. And then you have, you're given a larger, looks like it's almost like a poster. You know, if you were to have a poster hanging on your wall, and it has all of the names of the flowers. Same here. Yeah, these are all like posters, poster style. You have your toadstools. This here, let's see. Oh, this looks like it's Line Blaze Trail, Spot Trail. This is the trail. So this looks like it has to do with hiking. You have your butterflies, which is really pretty. Field labels. I'll tell you the name of this pack too. Vintage library card. These are fun. Now, the other thing that you can do is if you have a good printer, you can go ahead and make a copy, scan this, and then transfer it over onto your computer, and then you could make this any size you want. That way, you know, if you use this in one project, you'd have a backup. So some of these I'm going to scan. This labyrinth, that's fun. Yeah, this I would definitely scan and then use it in my, the only thing you can't do is scan, use it, and then, well, you could probably, I don't know. I would just use it in my personal works. Yeah, so these are fun. So this is called, let's see if there's field notes. So if you go in, make a note of this pack, it's called field notes, and I would definitely recommend getting this. Like I said, it's normally at Hobby Lobby, it was $5.99, but wait for them to have their 40% off sale. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. And then the next thing I got is this, the Sizzix die. And it's just matrice. But I thought that this would be fun to use with birds. And I'd like to have, I mean, I can use this for a lot of things. I do a lot of religious pieces for myself, for my Bible study. And I thought this just looked like a real pretty stained glass. Let's get it out of here. Stained glass window. There we go. And this is the size of the, I just figured this is like a stained glass window to me. And I just think this will be really pretty to use. And then I can take the birds and then I can stamp a bird. And these are just pretty much the right size. And then this bird, you know, I can put the bird with this, and then I can put some fussy cut flowers around it so it makes like a trellis. I can, again, use it in my religious works. So I thought this was really, really pretty. And again, this was 40% off, and the price of this was $19.99. So I was happy with that. But this is going to be a really fun piece to use. So you'll see me using that down the road. Then I got some Thinlits. These have really, I don't know, in my estimation, these have really gone up in price. I'm going to do this. This says $22.99. Yep. So there you go. There you have it. They went from $16.99 to $22.99. And I'm surprised they didn't take this off. Now, if I was a dishonest person, which I'm not, I could have taken this off in the store. It would have been $16.99, and they would have had to give me this for $16.99 plus the 40% off. But I'm not like that. So, but I was just curious when I got home. So you can see, 16, 17, 19, these went up $6. So, and these I have been looking for a long time. And again, I decided to bite the bullet and get them because I love my leaves. And again, I thought these would be really pretty with the birds and the trellis. And these are a good size. And I just think these will be really pretty. So I'll be doing a video using these and showing you, and then distressing them and watercoloring them and all that good stuff. So these are going to be really pretty. But yeah, everything is going up. So again, if it's something that, you know, you don't need, just, and the other thing I do as well, like I really vacillated about those Dinah Wakely stamps, and I threw them in my cart on Amazon. And if you wait and you just think about it for a few days, like my cart was loaded. I went back after 3 days, and there was a lot of things I deleted because I got thinking about it. I'm like, no, I'm not really, I don't want to go overboard. I just want to get a couple things that I know I'm really going to use. So I saved myself a whole bunch of money there. But I don't know. I always say to myself, I'm going to use what I have. I'm not going to buy anything new, but there are a few things. Now, the reason I purchased this was back in one of my videos when I made my my box, my decoupage collaged box of the little girls and the flowers to hold my wax kit. You'll see I used a very small gold braid that was left over from my mom's stock back from the 70s. And I have not been able to find that at all. And I have a bunch of boxes, wooden boxes in the cellar that are all prepped and ready to go. And I wanted to make more boxes, decoupage boxes. And seeing that I didn't have any of the gold trim, I wanted to get something that I could cut out and use around the edges or drip around the side of the boxes. And this is the box. If you hadn't seen this video, this is the box that I made. And this holds all of my wax candles. This was a candy box. And this is the gold trim that I'm referring to right here. And I know I won't be able to find this. So I wanted to get something. I know this is a little bit bigger, but I have some larger boxes. And these would be really pretty as well to make on tags. So I'll be showing you how these cut. But this small one I could use. It's just big enough, or I mean, excuse me, it's small enough to fit on the top, and it could drape down, or I could have it on the bottom of the box. These, you know, just depending on the size box that you have. So I want to play with some of my papers and my inks, my embossing powders, because I think these would be really pretty to embellish, you know, a tag, a page, anything. You know, the boxes. I do have these in mind for some specific projects. So I got those, and these are, I guess, I don't know. This isn't, no, this just means dies. So there's no name for these. I'm not finding a name. Oh, crochet. So these are called crochet. And let's go back to the cathedral window. All right, this is called the cathedral window. So these are called crochet. So those I got. I'm really pleased with these. I like those a lot. And I'll be able to use those with the cathedral window too, with my religious items. Then these here, I want to show you these. These I purchased from Walmart, and these were $7 a piece. And I had been looking for some letters in the calligraphy form, and I got 2 sets. And you'll probably say, why'd you get 2 sets? Because, you know, you peel these off and you use them one at a time, but I don't want to use them one at a time. I want to show you how I want to use these. And this is why I got 2 sets, because I want to make sure I have enough vowels, because I don't know how to get a hold of Vanna White to buy a vowel. So I want to make sure I have them right here in my hand, my grubby little hand. So this is why I have 2 sets. So let's say I want to, on my page, let's see, I want to write out the word happy. Okay, happy has 2 P's. So this is the method to my madness. This is why I have 2 sets. And I also want to just be able to lay them out on my brick and not have to keep, you know, putting them on a small one. So, and you have to remember when your letters are going to be backwards. So you have to start to the far right for the beginning of your word. So we've got H-A, and then this here, I'm going to tuck right up. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to tuck right up next to it. There's not going to be any space. So I'm going to push that up as much as I can. And if I wanted to trim these, I probably could, but knowing me, I would slice, because I would do it with my X-Acto knife, and I would slice. I'd probably end up slicing the letter, and it wouldn't come out very well. And because they're calligraphy, you want to, okay, so there's a P. I'm taking the P from the other set over here. And good thing I double checked, because I took the Q. I gotta take the P. And see, my mind is weird. I took the Q from there too. No, that's a P. What's going on here? No, that was, hold on, bear with me. That was the P. That was just weird. H-A-P. H-A-P-P. That's what I say to my girls. Come on, let's go potty. Let's go potty pee-pee. Okay, H-A-P-P. Let's get that Q back on here. H-A-P-P-Y. Where's my Y? Having a hard time with my alphabet this morning. H-A-P-P-Y. Okay, so that looks good. So you can see, though, when you do have a little bit of a, because of the outside, the way they've cut these out, you are going to have a little bit of space, but if you can just push it up, don't worry about it. And I just thought it would be fun to so that's when you put them side by side, that's what it looks like. And then, okay, let's just do it individual. Let's just do Dad. So here we have a D, and I'll see how easy it is to try to connect them. So there's a D. Let's get our A. So yeah. So if you do it individually, you can get them closer. So it just depends on the look that you want. And because these are clear, it's pretty easy to, I could have gone over a little bit more to connect them, so it really does looks like they're all connected together. So those are the two options you have in using the calligraphy letters. So, and I like them either way. It doesn't matter to me. So I'll be doing it both ways. So that's that. And then I'm going to save this for last. This is, I've never purchased one of these before. It's an all-in-one. But when I was poking around yesterday, I had to go to Barnes & Noble to return a book and get another one because we already had the one book. I looked at all the magazines, and I looked at Daphne's Diary. I looked at some of the fun Stamping Tin, the Journal magazine, some other crafting magazines, and the Simply Cards and Paper Craft that I purchased was, this here was $14.99, and I didn't want the other magazines were $16.99. One was $20, and I'm like, I don't want to go down that road. So this here, because have my garden journal and I'm digging deep back into that, and I want to get out, it's spring in the flower beds. This here, the Old Farmer's Almanac Garden Guide, this is $7.99, which is reasonable. And I think it's a really pretty, very informative magazine. And I wanted to show you this. So what I do a lot of times is, if there's an article in here that I really like and I know I can benefit from it out in my garden, I have a 3-ring binder in my potting shed, and I will take the article out and I will put it into a clear sleeve, and then I stick it in my I stick it out in my 3-ring binder. And then when I'm out in the gardens and in and out of the potting shed, I'll sit down and go through that and look up specific things that I need to research. So I'll go through this magazine and I'll do just that. And then the rest of it, I'm going to use and cut up to use and make tags with. This is a really pretty page here. I could sneeze weed. I could use, some of these here. But I really do. I love gardening magazines. I thought this was really pretty. Look at how cute this hat is with these succulents in it. And I like to have color in my garden, but what I really like are all different shades of green. Green's my favorite color. All different shades of green, and all different textured leaves. Give a gnome a home. That would be cute. If I have a lot of gnome fussy cuts, that would be a cute heading for that. That'd be cute too in the gardening journal. There's a whole growing with kids. There's a whole section here. If you have grandkids or little ones, you could have them start their own mini garden, teach them about seeds and what flowers to plant for the butterflies. I don't know what that is. Let's see. This isn't labeled. So we have large, bright yellow. No. Oh, no. This is name it. See it. Okay. Oh. This is interesting. Bring a buzz to a bee house. 1 out of every 3 bites of food comes to us thanks to native bees. So help them with a simple bee house. Fill a coffee can or terracotta plant with paper drinking straws or paper tubes. To make paper tubes, wrap parchment paper or newspaper around a pencil and then tape. These look a little bit bigger. I wonder what this is. Measure the can's depth and cut the straws or tubes to the size. Add some modeling clay to the bottom of the can. Push the straws or tubes into the clay so that they can stand in the pot. Lay the can on its side in a quiet part of your garden. Replace the straws each year. This looks like it's bamboo. I have in my garden, I have bamboo, and the tubes to the bamboo are hollow. So this would make a really good use for them. Plant bee-friendly flowers such as sunflowers and daisies nearby and listen for the buzz, a sign that bees are home. You know, that might be a really good idea. I have bees that are constantly making nests up under my roof and on the side of my house, amongst the stone and amongst the ivy that's growing on the side. And you could do this almost to deter the bees from building where you don't want them to. You could adhere this to a side of a tree, maybe draw them away from the house like the bat houses. But that's a really good idea. That I like. Yeah, you can make a homemade feeder here for, this is for slugs, I think. Yeah, I really like gardening books. They are just a wealth of knowledge. And I still like magazines because when you Google something, I mean, Google's fine, but when you Google it, there's so many choices to choose from. And sometimes, you know, you get led down a rabbit hole and 2-3 hours have gone by. Maybe you haven't found what you're specifically looking for. Whereas if you went, you know, I have a lot of gardening books from the Victory Garden. I don't know if any of you remember that. That was a PBS show. There's my favorite basil. This is how, I mean, I love a herb garden because look at all the different textures. You have your basil, you have your parsley, you have chives. This is your mint. This looks like chocolate mint. You have your mint over here. What's this here? This looks like, no, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't think what that is. It's not sage. No, this is your rosemary. That's your rosemary. That's what I was thinking. This has to be some sort of thyme. There's some more parsley. I grow a ton of basil in the summer. And I also do I do puree. I make a pesto and I put it in my little ice cube trays. And then when I make my homemade spaghetti sauce, I just drop those in for extra flavor. So they have some little recipes. So this is a really nice book. I wanted to show you this. So if you are a gardener and you do like garden magazines, I thought it would be nice to let you see what's inside. And again, it's $7.99, which isn't too bad. Whole section on arbors and how to make a splash with color. Here's some wildflowers. Really pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's like there's a section here on birds. Befriend the little things that run the world. Look at all these fun little caterpillars. Here's some birds. Butterflies. So that's that. So that's that book. So that's the Old Farmer's Almanac Garden Guide, Vegetables, Flowers, Houseplants, Herbs, and More. So that's a really nice book. I like that. Okay, so the last little item I want to show you, haven't even opened this yet, is you see these, I got this at Barnes & Noble, and I really liked these stamps in here, because you just can't have too many floral stamps. There was one pack, wait till I get this open. There was one pack that I wanted to get. It had, I think it had Edith Holden style paper in it. But then again, I went off and did my thing, and that one was, I think, $22.99. And I'm like, no, I'll use the paper once or twice, and then I won't have it. So I said, stamps are always good, and I can use them on my playing cards. So this one here, this is a pretty little stamp, and this one is shown here on that H. So I think that'll be really pretty. And this will be pretty with watercolor as well to paint. It says, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. So, and I need to make cards. I'm out of cards as well. So I thought these would be really pretty to make some birthday cards with. All right, so this is a 30-piece stamp set. And so we have Thinking of You, Everyone Needs a Friend Like You, Where Flowers Bloom, So Does Hope. That'd be nice for my Bible journaling ideas. Life Begins at Retirement. Make a card like that for my husband. Sending Smiles Across the Miles. Make a card for Liz. That would be good for you. Over at Buttons for Brains. Thank you, good luck, sending love, congratulations. So it has a lot of nice sentiments here. And I just love the pansies. That's really the pansies and the hyacinth. That's why I got this, because these are a couple of my favorite garden flowers. So we'll have some fun with that. We'll make some cards, and I'll show you. I can use the cathedral. So then this is I've never seen one of these books before. So this is Simply Cards and Paper Crafts. They say that they're the world's #1 card making magazine. I don't know. They've got an article in here, obviously, on Cricut, which I have a Cricut. Extra freebies for every reader. So I'll show you what I got for my dollar. Oh! Look at, here's some of the leaves, the Tim Holtz leaves I just bought. So they show that, a card, there's a card with the leaves. See, it's the little things. Okay, so, and here's the Ranger Dinah Wakely Media ink. So I've got to get some of that gloss sprays. Ooh, gloss sprays. So here's some cards here using the, so they show you some different techniques. So they're giving you, save 10%. Okay, Craft Stash with this code. So, okay, all right, well, that's over. Offer ends 17th February 2022. All right, so that's no good. This is a pretty card. This is what I want to try to do, where you stamp and then you fussy cut out around, and then so your card is actually, you know, it's a layer. I'd really like to try that. I think that's really pretty. Maybe I can do a video on that and show you how I'd mess that up the first time around. But I like that. I think that's very pretty. Can't mess it up too much because they've got the instructions right here. And they're using apply Versamark ink onto the stamp. So they're using embossing powder. And then it looks like color the image in using pale green pen for the leaves. So she's just coloring inside the... Yeah, that would be a fun technique to do. That would be really fun to do with the pansies. I love pansies. They're just so delicate. That's a pretty card. So that one, let's see. Yeah. So this stamp is right here. And then she used the leaves. And then, let's see, where's this stamp? Right here. Yeah. That's a pretty card. Storage for your crafts. So these are just all ads. Oh, this is the Cricut mug press. I don't even want to get into that. My girlfriend does. She makes mugs, but she doesn't use a mug press. She does it another way. And her mug, she made me a mug. It's amazing. Buy more, save more ads. Okay, here's... Oh, look at that card. That's interesting. Is that a card? Yeah. Cardstock, alcohol markers, black ink pad, a manual die cutting machine. I don't know what that, a manual die cutting machine. That I'll have to see what that is. They show you how to create a box, a little gift box. This I saw, this had the leaves, but, and that's what that die looks like, but I wasn't crazy about that. Some cards. So here's some birthday cards, just kind of geometric, which I'm not really into. So far I'm seeing, okay, just want to look at the cards here. I'm seeing a lot of ads. So I guess these are fun. These are scribble. I think this might be Dinah Wakely, because I did see where she had some starfish, jellyfish. Let me see if they say who this... Yeah, Dinah Wakely Media. Scribbly Reef Creatures, which are a lot of fun too. I may have to put those on my wish list, because they'd be great in a scrapbook when you go to the ocean and the beach with a family. So this magazine here, it gives me some idea, a few ideas. That's a pretty card. But I guess basically I purchased this for the stamps. There's an awful lot of ads in here. And then in another video, I'll show you some card magazines that I have that I really, really like a lot. Oh, those are cute. Oh, I think that was the other thing. Download digital stamps. So craftworld.com, Simply Cards Paper Craft. I want to check into that to see if I can download. I thought these girls were really cute. I thought they would be fun on a card or in my garden journal. So that is it, my friends. That's the end of the book. Yeah, this said bonus digital stamp downloads. Probably, my luck, it was probably only during a certain time, and I won't be able to get them. But if I can, I will download them, and these would be really cute on playing cards. So that's it. I just wanted to share my stash, my haul that I got, and I can't wait to use everything. So I will be making some fun videos using some of these items. And if there's something that you saw that maybe you might want to craft along with me, run right out. I love spending other people's money. Run out and get it. And you can make and create with me. So that's it, my friends. Thanks for joining in, watching. I'd love to hear your comments on my little craft haul here. If you have any ideas for me, what you'd like to see me do, please add them as well. Give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.